Sripada Srivallabha, Charithamrutham, Chapter 31. Description of Dasha Mahavidyas. We used to come to the other side of Krishna river every evening after getting the permission of Sripada. In the morning, we used to again arrive on this side. In the form of prasad from Sri Mahaguru, we were learning new yogic matters and many divine secrets. I heard that Sri Devi is worshipped through Dasha Mahavidya practices. I beseeched Sri Charan to tell us the nature of those Dasha Mahavidyas. Sri Guru Sarvabhauma elaborated in the following manner. Dear children, adoration of Sri Vidya is highly supreme. In the ancient times, Agastya obtained Sri Vidya by the grace of Harigriva. He taught it to his wife Lopamudra Devi. Sri Lopamudra Devi explained the esoteric meaning of Sri Vidya to Agastya. In one way, Lopamudra Devi became the preceptor of Agastya. In other way, Agastya became a preceptor of Lopamudra. This was very wonderful. The history of Lopamudra and Agastya. The king Vidarbha had a daughter on account of the power of penance of Agastya. She was named Lopamudra. Agastya wanted to marry her. The Vidarbha king faced a difficult situation. He was afraid that old hermit might curse him if he refused to offer his daughter. He was in a dilemma whether to perform this marriage between two people of disappropriate ages. When the king consulted his daughter, she told that she was born exactly for Agastya and that she will marry him only. After the marriage, his royal daughter wore saris made of tree barks and went to the lands of penance along with her husband. Agastya taught Lopamudra Devi about Sri Vidya. After some days, he wanted to have a physical union with her. Then she said to Agastya, after worshipping Lalita Devi, I will become a form of Lalita. Unless you turn to be a form of Shiva, it is not possible to have physical union with you. Agastya undertook intensive penance and attended the form of Shiva and again asked for physical union with her. She said, I am born in a royal family. It is not possible to have marital relationship with you unless I have silk cloths, ornaments and all kind of wealth required for a Kshatriya woman. So, unless all the material things mentioned by me are produced, it is not right to enjoy conjugal comfort with me. Not only that, you should also wear silk robes and costly ornaments and apply aromatic perfumes. Then only it is appropriate to have sexual enjoyment with me. To earn a lot of money, Agastya went to a devil Iliva and digested his brother Vatapi by a trick. He got great wealth from the demon. After satisfying his wife's desire, Agastya begot good children. Iliva and Vatapi were brothers. Vatapi would take the form of a goat. Iliva would kill the goat and serve it in the meal to the guest. After the guest finished the meal, Iliva used to call Vatapi to come out. Vatapi used to come out tearing the stomach of the guest. Then both the devils used to make a meal out of the dead guest. However, after Agastya ate the flesh of the goat, Iliva called Vatapi to come out. But Agastya said, let Vatapi be digested. Vatapi was digested as per the wish of Agastya. As promised by him, Iliva gave him huge amounts of money to Agastya. People got rid of the menace of Vatapi and Iliva. Once Agastya attracted the water in the 7 seas into his kamandalu and drank it. The same sage Agastya subdued the pride of Vindhya mountain. He is in South India even today in form of a great Siddha. He is the one who introduced Tamil language. He constructed temples in many places. When I come in the incarnation of Lord Kalki, Agastya like Parashurama will exist as a guru. Dasa Mahavidyas of Devi. Kali is the first form of Dasa Mahavidyas. Mahakali is the beginning of all arts and sciences. The glories of her Vidyas are termed as Mahavidyas. At one time, all celestials prayed to Mahamaya in the hermitage of sage Matanga. Ambika appeared in the form of Matanga women. As she was in thick dark color, in pitch blue hue, she got the name of Kali. She killed the devils called Shambhu and Nishambhu. As Kali was in dark color, she is also regarded under the name of Tara. People worship Kali to get the fruit of yoga sadhana within few days or months, which would otherwise take many years. However, during the time of spiritual exercise, when the power of Kali is attracted into the body, the yogi would suffer unbearable burning sensation, skin and raging flames and pain. Tara is the second form of Dasha Mahavidya. She always grants salvation and liberation. Therefore, she became famous under the name of Tara. She is also called under the name of Nila Saraswati. She rescues devotees from horrible accidents. Therefore, yogis worship her in the form of Ugra Tara. Sage Vasishtha is a great devotee of Tara. The night of Chitra Shuddha Navami is called Tara Ratri. Chinnamasta is the third form of Dasha Mahavidya. This is a very exotic one. Once Devi along with her friends Jaya and Vijaya went to the Mandakini river for bath. After bath, she suffered from pangs of hunger and turned into a black color. Her friends asked her about meals served ahead. When the compassionate Devi served ahead with a sword and fed them, the disjointed head fell into her left hand. 3 blood streams flowed from her torso. Her companions drank the 2 jets of blood, while the Devi drank the 3rd jet of blood. Herself, she became famous under the name of Chinnamasta. Hiranyakashpa and others were the devotees of Chinnamasta Devi. Shodasi Maheshwari is the 4th form of Dasha Mahavidya. Her head is filled with compassion for people who take shelter under her. Knowledge becomes easily accessible. All mantras and tantras in the universe adore that Mahavidya Shakti. Even the Vedas cannot describe her. This Mahashakti, when pleased, fulfills all the wishes of her devotees. By worshipping this goddess, both wealth, liberation are achieved. Bhuvaneshwari Devi is the 5th form of Dasha Mahavidya. All the 70 million mantras worship her always. There are 10 stages emerging from Kali Tattva up to Kamala Tattva. From them, unmanifested Bhuvaneshwari relieves herself and assumes Brahmanda shape. During the time of final destruction from Kamala, the manifested universe, she merges gradually in the form of Kalki and transforms into the seed form. Therefore, she is called as Janmadatri of Kali. Tripura Bhairavi is the 6th form of Dasha Mahavidya, the force which pacifies the situation arising out of the special state of Kali is called Tripura Bhairavi. This Tripura Bhairavi is said to be the indivisible force of Lord Narasimha. Transformation always takes place in creation. Attraction and repulsion are the basic cause for this. It is the relevant process. Tripura Bhairavi is called as Kalaratri during night. The name of Bhairavi is Kala Bhairavi. My ensuing incarnation as the Sri Narasimha Saraswati incarnation is a combination of both above 2 entities. It is the Tripura Bhairavi and Kala Bhairava incarnation for great yogis. Dhumaratri is the 7th form of Dasha Mahavidya. This Dhumaratri is none else than Ugratara. By seeking her refuge, all calamities are destroyed and riches are gained. In religious treatise, she is described as one who wards off complex troubles. Albeit, she is responsible for miserable conditions of living beings such as hunger, thirst, quarrel and poverty. With her grace, all troubles are removed far away. Bhagalamukhi is the 8th form of Dasha Mahavidya. This mother is worshipped for removing the misfortunates causing grief in the country and the community, and also the worldly and supernatural calamities, and to subdue enemies. The foremost and first worshipper of Bhagala Mahavidya was Lord Brahma. Lord Vishnu and Parashurama were also the devotees of Bhagalamukhi Devi. For a long time, the idol of Venkateshwara in Tirumala was worshipped as Bhagalamukhi. Matangi is the 9th form of Dasha Mahavidya. Matangi has the capacity to give a comfortable life of a householder and grant the 4 Purashuddhas. She is also called as the daughter of sage Matanga. Kamalalaya is the 10th form of Dasha Mahavidya. She is a symbol of affluence since she was worshipped by Bhargava. She got the name Bhargavi. By her grace, one gets the lordship and high fame. She is the lord of great ambience of material wealth. She is also called as Padmavati Devi. She is the consort of Lord Venkateshwara in Tirumala. My dear children, I will teach you the nature of Dasha Mahavidya after deciding how much to be taught on each day and by whom. For those who worship Anagha Devi, who is an embodied form of Dasha Mahavidyas, and her lord Anagha, grace of their children Ashtasiddhis will be granted. You observe Anaghashtami every month on a Bahula Ashtami. All your desires will fruitful. Shankara Bhatt, those who make a Parayan of Sripada Srivallabha Charithamrutham authored by you and perform Anaghashtami Vrata on a waxing or waning 8th moon phase immediately following Parayan, and feed 11 people or utilize that 11th money to any Datta temple will derive results at once. The efficiency of devoted reading of Charithamrutham. Don't think that Sripada Srivallabha Charithamrutham is just a book. It is a live stream of glorious consciousness. When you make a devoted reading, the strength of these letters will flow into my mental consciousness, since you have connected with me without being aware of it at all. Your rightful desires will be fulfilled by my mercy. Even when the book is preserved in your room of worship, it will cause auspicious vibrations. Force and misfortune and spirits of darkness will be driven away. Those who abuse, criticize the Sripada Srivallabha Charithamrutham knowingly or unknowingly will be fortified all the merits of their virtuous deeds in many births. The angel of Dharma will take away the fruits of virtuous deeds part by part and will distribute them to the worldly poor people. In this way, you will become poor and the poor will become rich. It is declared on a solemn oath that every letter of this book is true. It is a standard by itself. People who abuse or criticize this will lose their assumed merits in installments and will ultimately become poor. To remove the pain of penury, read this book with care and devotion. Here we come to the end of chapter 31 of Sripada Srivallabha Charithamrutham. Om Sai Ram.